guys, Mateo here. This is Guildmaster Passion Gaming, and today's video is on Black Desert Online. This is going to be part 2 of our 2-part series on season server overviews. So previously I talked about why you want to create a season character. If you're a new player, whether you're a veteran, why you would want one, why you wouldn't want one. And so the conclusion of that is, at the very least, you want to log in, you want to make one, you want to get it to Velia, and you want to at least do the 40 dailies so you can get the free pin accessory, because why not? You know, unless you're you're a super veteran, you've been playing for years and you have all pin boss accessories already, distortion, stuff like that, then you don't need it. But for the rest of us, this is pretty good to have, even if it's just to put a pin accessory, a Capotia accessory on an alt. So at least do that. But for this is going to be a little bit a few things that you may miss, or just for your planning on your server character, your season server character, so you make sure that you're doing everything the right way. So the first thing I want to get into is the summer season challenges. If you'll see, there's a little icon up here. It's yellow, it's glowing, and there's a bunch of achievements, right? You have to finish these in order. So if you hit level 50 before you kill the 100 catfishmen, you won't be able to claim these rewards down here. You have to do this one first and then do this one. So even if you might already have a Tavala ring, and you're definitely going to have a Tavala ring because they come in these boxes here, these leveling aids that you're going to get as you level up, you have to finish these ones ahead of time. And yes, that means that you have to do your Medea quest line. For this, you have to do your Medea quest line, you have to do a little bit of grinding, you have to do, this one is Kama Sylvia, that's going up to over to the west, and that's one of my favorite places to grind, is Polly's Forest. It's down here. So you have to kill a bunch of Faddis, and so down and down, and then you use the Peel of Fee scroll, and you got to kill Zarka and Karanda, and that'll get you your season achievements. But so for that, you have to do those in order. So don't think, man, I'll skip this one, I'll use an ore, I'll get a ring, I'll get that box real quick. Nope, you got to go in order, and that means that, yeah, you have to do some questing. Speaking of questing, these boxes have an unlock condition. So if you can see in the tooltip there at the bottom near condition, it says only characters who have completed the Serendia main quest, the Eyewitness, or Boss, the Greedy Overlord, or the Securing a Safe Passage can open this box. That means that these boxes are also locked behind the main story quest. The main story quest line, that was just finishing Serendia. And so the next one will be, you have to finish Calpheon story quest, which ends at Catfishman Lake Kaya. And so the next one will be finish Medea. And then I think the level 59 box is finish Valencia. So you have to finish the main story quest line to open these boxes. And yes, you want to open these boxes. The leveling A buff is really great. It's a ton of movement speeds, it's XP, it's skill XP, it's a bunch of stuff you want in there. You want the draughts, you want the cron meal, you want the inventory expansion, you want the gear, you want the base Tavala gear, you want the time-filled Blackstones, because that's the specific material. It's just like your Blackstones is what you need to actually enhance your Tavala gear up to Pry and beyond. And you'll also get these refined magical Blackstones, which will guarantee your gear going up from Pry to Try. So when you'll get it to Try. So as soon as you get your stuff to Pry off of the time-filled Blackstones, you use the refined magical Blackstones to get it straight to Try. And so you want to be able to get as much of that stuff as possible. Yes, you do get the refined magical Blackstones from grinding, but there's a lot of free stuff in here. There's 100 time-filled Blackstones, there's 10 in there, and they keep going on and on for level and level. So you definitely want these. You definitely want those, and you also get a bunch of time-filled Blackstones just for doing the main story quest line. So there's no reason not to do the main story quest line. I know you might not like it, but all it is a bunch of walking around. You kill like 10 mobs and a bunch of walking around. So all it is, if you have a good mount, I have a tier 9 mount myself, all it is just a bunch of running around, hit T, hit your auto move, however you do it, and you just keep on going from the next spot to the next spot. So next is, I had a question in the comments about the 40 dailies. Are they, do they take a long time to do or no? No, they don't. And so as a segue, this is another thing you get from doing the main story quest line. Gives you a bunch of skill XP. So see, I have 132 skill points at the top. I'm going to use this book. And it just gave me, what was that, 63? It gave me 63 skill points. That's a lot of skill points, bros. So you want to do the main story quest line. Every time I finish this main story quest line and come back and talk to this guy Fughar, who's the season NPC, I get about 60 skill points. So you definitely want to come back and do that anyway. And so here's the daily. So you have to do this for 40 days. So I started my season character 5 days ago. And so here I am on day 5. And here's how it goes. You just click on him. He's going to give you a lesson. He's going to tell you to do something, right? It's to listen to his advice. And that's it. There it is. Quest complete. That's it. That's literally it. You don't have to go do anything. He just wants to talk to you. And you do this quest for 40 days. Even if you don't want to make a season character, if you just make one, go to Velia, go to the stable master, talk to this guy, because he's in every major city and next to the stable master. Just talk to him. Do it for 40 days. Pin accessory. That's the reward for doing this for 40 days is a pin accessory. You want to do this. You absolutely want to do it. It's so free. It is the freest thing you could ever possibly do. So you want to do that. And then there's a bunch of quests here. And this is basically just as you level your Tuvala gear, he's going to give you some advice across. So as you get it to try, as you get it to Tet, as you get it to Pin, he's just going to give you some advice advice. And this one is not bound to your season character, so you can take that, put it on another character, work on getting your main to Pin. So this is a way for that to translate over to your main as you're leveling your season character. So one more thing I want to tell you guys before we get out of here, like I said, we're going to keep this video incredibly brief, is parties. So you go down here, you hit escape. Escape is my default key. Go down to community, and I go to find party, and there's a bunch of parties here for seasons, right? This guy's looking to level and grind. This guy's looking seasonal level grind. Bandits help. He's at Bandits out in Valencia, looking for Miramok. So most of these people, especially if you see them on the season server, these are guys that are trying to party to grind for the season. They're a weekly quest, and there is this these summer achievements here. So some of these are like kill 1,000 fattest. This one's kill 500 bandits at Gahas. This is kill 300 Bashams. You can do that in the party, guys. You can do that in the party, and you can do that in a platoon. So party is a 5-man party. So you click on, party invite. It's 5-man. There's another option here to see platoon. That's like a raid group. If you play World of Warcraft or something, you combine multiple parties together. Have 20, 30, 40 people out killing the mobs together. You get credit for it. Even though you're splitting the XP and stuff, you don't care about that, right? You want the stones, you want the achievements, you want the weekly, because you want to get your Tuvala gear to Pin before the season's over, and preferably you want to do it as fast as possible so you can get off the season server and get back to your main or get back to whatever you're doing. Whether you're gathering or you're doing last killing or whatever, you just want to get this done, right? Because there's no incentive to be on here other than to do the season stuff. So you get credit for killing the mobs in a party. So if you need to kill 1,000 fattest and there's 20 people out there and all the places are full, you just want the credit to do the season stuff. You just guys got to group together. Stop dueling each other. No fighting. It's not that serious. You're all on season characters. You're wearing garbage gear. You just want to level your Tuvala gear up to Pin. Just group. Just group up. Get the stones. Get the stones faster. Get your quest credit faster, and get out of there. That's my recommendation. Always group up for this stuff. Even if you're a solo player, you don't want to group. You're on the season server. Everybody, trust me, everybody's in a group. You're an asshole if you are not in a group in the season server, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Tune in to next time. We got another video coming up. I will be talking about some of the comparisons, the gear comparisons between this, where your character will be at level 61, because I'm going to grind it out here tonight and finish the main story quest line up, get at least through Valencia, get to 61, and see how everything is going. And then I'm going to do a gear comparison. I'm going to do like a side-by-side of what my main character is versus this, and kind of give you the end point to show you, do you maybe you've heard what I said, you saw it written out, but maybe you just need to visualize it and see it. Okay, 230 AP, 300 DP. Okay, that's not as good as my main, but that's pretty good for an alt. I'll do a seasoned character. Maybe you need to visually see it. So I will do an overview. My third video will be what do you do now that we're done with the season server? What does it look like? And going from there. So I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate every like, every follow, every subscription. It's my pleasure. I'll continue to do these videos as long as I can. It's been tough out here living in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But I don't want to get into that. So I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Peace.